Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to make a different kind of video, more like a software tutorials for you guys out there, the people. So here it is. This is gonna end up being a playlist on YouTube. So every week I plan on making multiple tutorial videos, and you can check them out in the playlist. But let's get started with Sketchup. So this is a very basic tutorial on SketchUp. I'm using SketchUp 2016, but it really doesn't matter what version of SketchUp you're using, as the interface is quite similar in all versions of that. What we're going to do today is build a very basic house. This house incorporates windows with no glass, but the point is to be basic, and so it's easy for you guys to follow along. Also, I recommend you use a mouse, and many of the actions such as this you see on the screen are done using the mouse and the scroll wheel. So without further ado, let's get started. So in order to make a house, you want to go ahead to your toolbar on the top and click on the rectangle icon. If you don't see, click the arrow to the right of it and you'll get a bunch of options, and choose your rectangle. Now what you want to do is draw out a rectangle of whatever size you'd like it to be. I'm gonna go ahead and make it about this size. Make sure it's along the red and the green axis, so it's actually 2D, not some sort of weird shape in midair. SketchUp is pretty bad with that kind of thing. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this button over here known as the push and pull tool, and we're gonna push the surface up to create a three-dimensional object. Make sure it pulls up on the blue axis over here so you know it's coming straight up. So here's the basic outline of our house. So what we're gonna do now is make it hollow. So what we're gonna do is go back to the rectangle tool on the top left and create a smaller square inside the larger rectangle. Then what you want to do is take the push and pull tool to the right and just push down on it until you get to the bottom. Now, you will eventually reach a surface where it'll say on face. If it gets there, don't stop over there. It's gonna create a hole right through it. But this seems about a good amount, and so we've created a hollow surface. Next, what we're gonna do is we are going to create a bunch of windows. So the windows can be any size or shape. I personally like rectangular long windows. So we're gonna go ahead, use the rectangle tool and create whatever size window you want it to be. Now what you want to do is take your push and pull tool and put it on wherever your window is. And make sure these little dots are on where your window is, so it's actually pushing that in. Now what you want to do is you want to push this inwards until it shows you this. When it says on face, right next to your cursor, just let go. Now you've created a hollow window. Now all you have to do now is add a roof. All you do is create a rectangle on top of your house and you're done. Just make sure it covers it up and it'll look something like this when it's covered up. Like that. You have now created a basic house. Now before the tutorial ends, I'm going to show you how to make a door. Now this isn't a very intricate door, as remember this is a beginner tutorial. But how you make a door is just like how you make a window. You go towards the bottom of your house, and that's where you put your door. Now, if you're wondering how I'm able to do all this and pan around my object without having to click on any of these two buttons, I'm using a mouse, and I'm clicking on the scroll wheel to orbit around, and when I press shift and the scroll wheel, I'm able to pan around. But anyway, to create a door, just click on your rectangle tool, go to the bottom, make sure it says on edge next to your cursor, and create a door-like figure. Now what you want to do is take your push and pull tool and just push inwards until it says on face. Now sometimes SketchUp will do this glitch. If this happens to you, it's completely fine. All you have to do is hit Control or Command Z. Just a quick note after recording, the reason this happens is because your floor is too high. However, it's nothing to worry about, and it's a very simple and minor glitch that SketchUp has. However, they said they are working on it, and if you have SketchUp 2017, this most likely shouldn't be a problem. But if it happens, you don't have anything to worry about. On whatever operating system you're on, until you're back into this image, and then just push and pull until you get an on face. There we go. I have now got an on face, and all I have to do on the other side is use my cursor and hit delete. I've now created a window. Now, as you can see, my floor is quite high, and this isn't usually normal, but if this does happen, just take your push and pull tool and just push your floor down. But make sure it doesn't come to this. It comes to this object, as this will happen. Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope you like, subscribe, and let me know what tutorials you would like me to make. See ya.